Hey traders! Finally home after 2 days of classes in Singapore where I was teaching my new batch of students about the right way to trade harmonic pattern. So I'm home and I'm preparing this video to teach you guys something today. So in this week's video, the highlight is on RSI Bamm. So RSI Bamm is something that is created by Scott Carney, where it's a strategy on its own that can be complemented together with harmonic patterns to help you achieve a good result in your trading. Yep, many of you guys have read his book, the volume 2, but probably you have some questions about how it's been executed and what is this strategy all about. So this week's video will answer all your questions. At the same time, I also will be reviewing 3 setups that we talked about last week, and I will preview 4 new setups for you to trade together with me next week. So what are you waiting for? Let's get started. Last week, I talked about 3 pairs that I'm looking to trade. One is on the dollar yen, the second is on the pound dollar, and the third is on the euro yen. Let's review and see what happened before and after. The first one is on dollar yen. So I was telling you guys on my video last week that I'm looking to long dollar yen if it comes down to the 11167 level. So what happened after I posted the video? It is near to my entry level, but it is not at my entry level yet. So this week I would suggest that we continue to monitor this pair, and any updates that I enter the trade or I changed my thought about trading this, I'll be updating on my trading view. So stay tuned and click on this chart here to follow me, Alright. The second pair that I talked about was on the pound dollar. So I told you guys that I'm looking to long pound dollar at the open at 1.24. Yeah. So what happened after I posted this video? Bam! Monday morning it just flew up and hit the profit target. But the biggest pity is that I was 2 pips away from my entry and I actually did not go to enter this trade. Yeah. So sometimes when you plan to buy 1.24, factor in the spread, probably put in your entry at 1.2402 or something so that you can definitely get in the setup. Yeah. So it's okay. Look forward to trading this pair again soon. Right now there's no setups for me to trade pound dollar. Yep. The third pair that I talked about was on euro yen, where I was looking to buy on a bad pattern. Okay guys, listen up. This is a good lesson for you guys. I'm sure some of you guys learn harmonics by reading some books, and you go to some online YouTube videos and they often tell you guys, oh, please use a pending order. It's so simple as 1, 2, 3 ABC. Yeah. What I want to tell you is that if you continue to use pending orders in harmonic trading, you will tend to lose more than you win. This is the reason why. Bam! In harmonic trading, 30% is about pattern identification. Another 30% is really about how you manage your trade and execute your trade. The last 40% is about how you actually control your risk and control your trade management. Yep. So it's a lot of things together. Yeah. So how I will do my execution is I always write it down. You can actually read about it. I want the price to come down to my PRZ, which is my potential reversal zone. And my execution will only be done after it shows me a candlestick reversal, a very clear one, or it shows me a very nice rejection pin bar with a long tail. That's where I'll be interested to go long. So in this case, over here it has not hit the zone. Over here it has some kind of a green candle, but no nice candlestick reversal, and there's no long pin bar that I can use. Yeah. So in this case there was no trade and it just continued crashing down. Those of you guys who have taken the trade on a pending order will have lost about 60 pips, but if you traded like me or you are part of my inner circle program, you will have avoided the loss and saved 60 pips. Yeah, but no worries. The upcoming week I'm gonna talk about euro yen again. Yep. So this is it, and this week I'm looking at euro yen again, and this time round it's on this pattern called the RSI Bamm. Yep. So what is the RSI Bamm and what is it all about? Okay, let me share with you guys. The RSI Bamm is when the RSI dips below the overbought, the oversold, or goes above the overbought with a W or M structure. So in this case, you watch here, there's this W structure at this RSI or oversold area. So what does it really mean is that this one is likely to be, all it tells us is that the market is likely to move one more round down before it's likely to turn. So I didn't do anything here. I waited for one more wave down, and right now at this area here, check out that I drew this big triangle. Yeah, and price has been respecting this triangle for the past few months. Yep. So on Monday open, this will be pretty interesting. What I want to see is that I want to see the RSI getting out of this oversold zone. I want to see a bullish candlestick reversal at the low of this triangle, and that's where I'll be going long. So where will I look to take profit? Likely I want to target the top area of this triangle to be my profit taking zone, and you can read the rest of the analysis in my post here. Yep. So this is how I'm gonna trade Euro Yen. Okay. Next I'm gonna talk about dollar CAD, where I identified a bullish shark pattern on the dollar CAD. So for dollar CAD, what I'm watching is for this bullish shark pattern to complete around 1.3. Yeah. So I drew my shark pattern, and I'm looking for some reaction around 1.3 before I go in. So a simple clue that you can, a simple signal that you can watch out for before entering your trade is always a pin bar rejection at your PRZ, or you can look for a candlestick reversal at your PRZ. Either of that happens, you're pretty safe to go long. Stop loss and profit targets are all here. Please do follow. So this is what I'm going to do on dollar CAD. Last but not least, I want to talk about, I have two more. First one is on gold. Yep. So in actual fact, this gold setup, I've talked about it in actual fact 1 month ago. So click on this post if you want to read my analysis 1 month ago. So I identified a potential ABCD move on the gold, and do not long go at any price right at this market close level. It's really topish ready, and I expect a move down for gold once it hits the top of the channel, which it has been respecting since July last year. So we have about 6-7 months kind of a channel here, and over here I'll be looking for some kind of a hammer or the candlestick reversal right at the top here, preferably with some divergence on the RSI before I go short. Yeah, this is how I'm gonna trade gold, and I hope that you don't do the same. You will trade the same way as me, and let's profit together on gold. Yeah. Last but not least, this is something that has been hitting the headlines recently in the news. Bitcoin. Yep. So Bitcoin, I actually identified a pattern to sell Bitcoin around 1240. So next week, I hope that it will come to my zone here. Yeah, I will not use a pending order. I will wait for some kinds of a reversal setup that is going to complete in Bitcoin before I actually go short on the Bitcoin. Yeah. So my profit target and my stop loss is all highlighted here, and this is how I'm going to trade Bitcoin. Okay guys, I'm done for the week. I hope that you guys like whatever I'm doing on YouTube for you guys. To read my full analysis, please follow me in this link below on my trading view, where you can read my full analysis. Yep. Upcoming for the next month, I have no activities planned yet in Singapore. Once I do, I will be actually putting up the link here for you guys to join me in my live seminar. Yep. So I'm also thinking about starting up a webinar for you guys. So if you guys are interested, please comment below in the YouTube. Just say I want to join, and the more people that comment, the more I'm motivated to start a YouTube kind of live webinar for you guys, so that I can impart more education and knowledge to you guys. Harmonic trading has been around for 20 years, but it's only in the last 3 to 4 years that I see it really catch up in popularity. I've been trading this system for about 6 years, so I do know a lot of ins and outs of this system, which Scott Carney directly imparted to me. Yep. So I'll be more than willing to share with you guys. So thank you guys, and I hope that you guys keep on following me. I'll see you guys next week.